Hello again. Hey, I found this really fabulous book. It's called The Name Jar and it's written by Young Suk Choi. It's a beautiful story published by Dragonfly Books and it comes from overseas. I really enjoyed this story. It's got a lovely message. I hope you enjoy listening to me read it. Through the school bus window, Yun Hai looked out at the strange buildings and houses on the way to her new school. It was her first day, but she was both nervous and excited. You ever felt like that when you've gone to your new school? Sometimes at the beginning of the year it can be a bit strange, can't it? She fingered the little block of wood in her pocket and remembered leaving her grandmother at the airport in Korea. Her grandmother had wiped away Yun Hai's tears and handed her an ink pad and a small red satin pouch. "Your name is inside," she had said. "My name?" Yun Hai had wondered. Again she took out the red pouch to look at the wooden block with her name carved on it. As she ran her fingers along the grooves and ridges of the Korean characters, she pictured her grandmother's smile. So there she is saying goodbye. I wonder if she's going to be seeing her grandmother again soon. And look, they're at the airport, ready to get onto a big plane. "Is that thing for show and tell?" a boy asked Yun Hai, surprising her. Yun Hai looked up as more kids leaned over. "No, it's mine," Yun Hai answered, quickly putting the pouch back in her pocket. "Are you new here? What's your name?" a girl asked. "Yun Hai," said Yun Hai. "Oonay?" the girl asked, scrunching up her nose. Oonay?" some kids chanted. No, Yun Hai corrected. "It's spelt Unhei. It's pronounced Yun Hai." "Oh, it's you, hey," the boy said. "Like you, hey. What about hey you?" Just then, the bus pulled up to the school and the doors opened. Yun Hai hurried to get off. "You, hey, bye, the kids yelled as she left. Yun Hai felt herself blush. Oh dear. I'm wondering how she might be feeling right now. Maybe a little sad. Yun Hai stood in the doorway of her new and noisy classroom. She was relieved that the kids on the bus had gone to rooms, but her face still felt red. "Are you going in?" asked a curly-haired boy with long dots on his face. "You're the new girl, right?" he asked cheerfully. Yun Hai nodded, and before she could walk away, the boy had held her hand and pulled her through the door. "Here's the new girl," he announced so loudly that teacher Mr. Koktos almost dropped his glasses. Mr. Koktos thanked him and greeted Yun Hai. "Please, welcome. Welcome our newest student," he said to the class. She and her family just arrived from Korea last week. Yun Hai smiled broadly and tried not to show her nervousness. "What's your name?" someone shouted. Yun Hai pictured the kids on the bus. I haven't picked one yet," she told the class, "but I'll let you know by next week." As Mr. Kokoktos showed her to her desk, she felt many round, curious eyes on her. "Why doesn't she have a name?" she heard someone whisper. "Maybe she robbed a bank in Korea and needs a new identity," a boy replied. On the bus home, nobody teased her, but Yun Hai kept thinking about her name. "How was school, Yun Hai?" her mother asked when she walked in. "Did you understand the teacher?" Yun Hai simply nodded. She unpacked her school bag and set the red pouch by a photograph of her grandmother. "I'm glad you are learning English well," her mother said. "You must study hard, behave nicely, and get good grades to show that you're a good Korean." "I will," replied Yun Hai. "But But I think I would like my own American name, she said quickly. Her mother looked at her with surprise. Why? Yun-hai is a beautiful name. Your grandmother and I went to a name master for it. But it's so hard to pronounce, Yun-hai complained. I don't want to be different from all the other American kids. You are different, Yun-hai, her mother said. That's a good thing. Yun-hai just wrinkled her nose. Later that day, Yun-hai and her mother went grocery shopping in their new neighbourhood. They passed Fatal Falafel, Tony's Pizza and Dot's Deli. A big graffiti-painted garbage truck roared like a lion as it took off down the street. Nothing sounded or looked familiar until they got to Kim's Market. The sign was in both English and Korean. Her mother picked up cabbage to make kimchi, Korean-style spicy pickled cabbage, and other vegetables and meat. She found some seaweed, Yun-hai's favourite for soup. It made Yun-hai smile. Just because we've moved to America, her mother said, doesn't mean we stop eating Korean food. At the checkout counter, a friendly man smiled at Yun-hai. Helping your mother with the shopping? He asked. Yun-hai nodded. I'm Mr. Kim, he said, and what is your name? Yun-hai, she answered. Oh, what a beautiful name, he said. Doesn't it mean grace? Yun-hai nodded again. My mother and grandmother went to a name master for it, she told him. A graceful name for a graceful girl, Mr. Kim said as he put their groceries into bags. Welcome into the neighbourhood, Yun-hai. That evening, Yun-hai stood in front of the bathroom mirror. Hi, my name's Amanda, she said cheerfully, then wrinkled her nose. Hi, my name's Laura, she said cheerfully. Maybe not. Her smile turned down. Nothing sounded right. Nothing felt right. I don't think American kids will like me, she worried as she began to brush her teeth. Hi, my name is Sushki, she said to the mirror with her mouth full of toothpaste. The next morning, when Yun-hai arrived at school, she found a glass jar on her desk with some pieces of paper in it. Yun-hai took one out and read it aloud. Daisy. That's my baby sister's nickname, but she said you can use it if you want, said Cindy, who sat next to her. Yun-hai took out the rest of the paper. Tamala, she read. I got it from a storybook, said Nate. She was smart and brave. Yun-hai nodded and unfolded another piece. Wednesday. Yes, you came here on Wednesday, said Ralph. Thank you for your help. A smile spread over Yun-hai's face. Ralph quickly said, We'll put more names in it. You can pick whatever you like. Or pick them all, and you'll have the longest name in history. So there, they put all the names they could think of for Yun-hai in that jar. At 3 o'clock, the bell rang for the end of the school day. Yun-hai looked out the window and saw that it was sprinkling. It's the same rain, she thought, in a different place. She watched other kids leaving in groups. Hey, a familiar voice sounded out to her. Yun-hai turned around to see the curly-haired boy again. I'm Joey, he said. And you? Don't you have any name? Yun-hai thought for a moment. Well, I can show you, she said, and she pulled out the small red pouch. She pressed the wooden block on the ink pad and stamped it on a piece of paper. That's the stamp there. This is my name stamp, she said. My grandmother gave it to me. In Korea, I can use it as a signature when I open a bank account or write a letter, and whenever I miss my grandmother, I use it to fill a piece of paper. Want to try it? She offered the stamp to Joey, and he carefully inked the stamp and pressed it hard on the paper. The red characters gleamed against the whiteness. Wow, that's beautiful, Joey said. Can I keep the paper? Sure, Yun Hai said, and then the two of them shared her umbrella as they walked to the school bus. Every day the jar got fuller with more names, and Yun Hai read them all. She found a few names she liked: Miranda, Stella, Avery. They sounded interesting. I hope you choose the name I put in, Marco told her at snack time. I've put in 3 more, said Ralph. Madison, Park and Lex. They're my favourite street names. Maybe you should close your eyes and draw a name, Rosie suggested. Ralph frowned. Oh, that's silly. What if she doesn't like the name she draws? Well, if we didn't get to choose our names when we were born, did we? Rosie argued. Everybody thought about this. When Yun Hai got home from school that day, her little brother ran to give her a letter. It was from her grandmother. She opened it quickly. It said, "To my Yu Hei, I hope you are enjoying your new school and new friends. Be sure to help your mother and your little brother. Here the moon is up, but there the sun is up. No matter how far apart we are, no matter how different America is from Korea, you'll always be my Yun Hai, your grandmother forever." Yun Hai took out her wooden stamp and filled a paper with it. She thought for a long time in front of the bathroom mirror. On Saturday, Yun Hai walked into Mr. Kim's store. He was helping a customer, but he looked up and greeted her. "Hi, Yun Hai." "Hello, Mr. Kim," Yun Hai replied. She felt as if she was back in her old neighbourhood in Korea. "Hey," said the customer, turning around. It was Joey. "Your name is Yun Hai?" he asked her with his eyes open wide. Yun Hai looked quickly at Mr. Kim and then to Joey. She nodded slowly. "Yes, it's pronounced Yun Hai, and it means grace," Mr. Kim added. "Yun Hai," Joey said slowly, and this time perfectly. It made Yun Hai smile. "I'll have it ready for you tomorrow," said Mr. Kim to Joey. "Oh, thank